Hello, it's Miriam from Blind Forest Tarot here at Blind Forest Books in Sackville, New Brunswick. And today I'm doing a video on Jupiter's transit into Aquarius. So this is a really exciting week because we just had Saturn move into Aquarius the other day. Now Jupiter's joining it, and on the 21st of December they will be joining together in the Great Conjunction, which is going to look like the Star of Bethlehem in the sky, apparently. But we are under times of massive, massive change. So Jupiter officially moves into Aquarius December 19th, 2020, and will stay there until December 29th, 2021, when it moves into Pisces. But the next year is going to be all about expanding on what we know needs to happen in the Department of Humanitarianism and fresh innovation. So the decks I'm using today are the Angel Guide Oracle, the Color Mage Oracle, which I keep in this bag, Crystal Wisdom Healing cards, and the Mystical Manga Tarot. Yay! So let's get right into it with the shadow cards. So we start off strong with blessings and abundance. Jupiter is the planet of fortune, of expansion. It's called the Great Benefic. So everything Jupiter is involved in results in something good. And so the cards really confirm that, yeah, this time is really going to help you lock in your blessings and tap into abundance in a whole new way. So I was fascinated that the next shadow card is also an abundance card. Number 18, Citrine, Abundance. So Citrine is a solar plexus card. So Jupiter in Aquarius will be a really cool time for tapping into your actual goals for yourself and drawing in abundance as a result. Wow. Number 18 is the number of the moon card. So that will be about really understanding the cycles that have kept you from allowing abundance to flow in. And that's actually really interesting considering our next shadow card, which was number 96, Ghostland, Forgetfulness. So we've definitely come through a time where it was easy to forget what our blessings are. And usually I don't share the jumpers until the middle of the reading, but we had lots of jumpers with this one. But the first one is number 39, Turquoise, True Riches. So the next year or so, as Jupiter transits Aquarius, is really going to show us what abundance actually means. It doesn't necessarily mean literal money. It means having a lot of something good. And so the next year is really going to help us get our priorities straight, help us take some important pause time to reflect and, yeah, just change our patterns so that we can remain more aligned with our true goals for ourselves. And so, yeah, our next jumper card is Expect Miracles. So really do trust that this is going to be a great time. We could be watching some strange stuff happen on the world stage, but we can really trust that this is moving things in the directions they need to be going. And so our final shadow card is the Three of Pentacles. So I found that to be an interesting one next to the Forgetfulness card. Because, yeah, we really need to rethink what being a team means. Aquarius energy is all about humanitarianism, about joining with your community and thinking outside of yourself as an individual and for the greater good. So really, Jupiter in Aquarius is going to be a time where we stop ghosting what needs to be done and find ourselves super willing to get to work and willing to work with other people in a whole different way that draws in some really amazing abundance energy. Yay! So the main reading, our first oracle card is Compassion. So the love is flowing. The age of Aquarius is all about, again, people coming together, communities loving on each other so that everyone feels like they're moving forward and nobody is being left behind. Aww. And so our next main oracle card is number 33, Presley Bluestone, the Inner Compass. So 33 is the master number of the teacher. And so the next year with Jupiter in Aquarius is really going to find you learning to trust your inner compass in a really big way. And yeah, just opening your heart to the new possibilities that are becoming available. Wow. And so our final main oracle card with our next jumper is number 98, Chamuel, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Peaceful relationships. I know Samuel is an archangel, but peaceful relationships, especially alongside the compassion card, so much is healing. And yeah, love is a real vibe right now. I love that the Samuel card is number 98, which is a 17 numerologically, which is the number of the star card in tarot, which is ruled by Aquarius. So much balance is happening. Light is being found in the darkness. And the jumper card I wanted to show with the peaceful relationships card is number 44, Purpurite, the curse clearer. So if you've been feeling like you're cursed in the love and relationships department, the next year is going to be a really interesting time for being able to rethink that and realizing that maybe the reason you haven't been in a relationship or in a solid relationship yet is that the universe was protecting you and blocking you from that for something greater. So hold that thought, realize that your curses are being cleared with this shift out of Capricorn and into Aquarius. And yeah, so let's look at what the theme of Jupiter in Aquarius will be. The main theme will be the 9 of Pentacles. Ooh, this is the card of the independent business person. The person who has really put in the work and has actually really sort of carved out their space in the world for themselves. This usually shows the successful businesswoman in her secret garden with her little loyal bird friend. So loyalty is on your side. The number 9 means that you're feeling in a super healthy place. The Suit of Pentacles means you're feeling grounded in the health of your overall situation. And yeah, you're ready for the next step. This year finds you being that much closer to feeling like your life is complete and where you want it to be. Beautiful. So what will be the main challenges of Jupiter in Aquarius? And the first card is the Ace of Cups. So it's interesting that we had peaceful relationships. The challenge will be allowing yourself to be loved on a certain level. And you'll also be challenged to keep your cup full. This has been a consistent theme lately. Keep like watering your own inner garden so that you can be receptive to the love that really wants to be flowing into your life at this time. Love makes me think of Venus, because Venus can mean love relationships, but love is also about receptivity, just being open to receive the things that you need and being open to the possibility that things are getting way better. Yeah. And so the next challenge card, 2 came out together, is the 10 of Wands reversed. So you'll be challenged to, again, accept love, accept help, accept support from people so that you can lighten your load and better be able to focus on the things that do help you feel abundant and in your power. So the next year doesn't want you exhausting yourself. There will need to be a lot of time for self-care. And it will be really important to admit to yourself when you need to stop and slow down and do that cup filling. Have some nice soul baths and things like that. But yeah, the other challenge will be maintaining the boundaries that have gotten you this far, that have allowed you to rise up into your strength and start, doing your own thing. So, what fresh innovation will help you expand as Jupiter transits Aquarius? And it's really interesting, as I was just talking about making sure you stop for self-care. It's the Chariot reversed. So the fresh innovation will be realizing that it's time to figure out how to work smarter, not harder. So we're leaving behind some major Capricorn energy. It's interesting that 96, the Ghostland number card, is a 15 numerologically, which is the number of the Devil card, which rules Capricorn. We're moving out of Capricorn energy. Capricorn is the nose to the grindstone, super hard worker, work all the time, only work ever. And Aquarius is like, no. I need time to do my spiritual thing. I need time to just sit and think. I need time to connect with my friends. And yeah. So the next year will really be about learning to not work as hard, but still be drawing in abundance. So we're working smarter, not harder, as a result of making more loving choices for ourselves, being more compassionate, not only for others, but also for our own being. The Chariot reverse points back at the Lovers card. So another theme of innovation will be, thinking about love in an entirely different way that opens you up much more fully to be able to receive it. Yay! I love it. And so what's our best advice for Jupiter's transit through Aquarius? And it's the Four of Pentacles. So I love that the shadow card started with the Three of Pentacles and the advice is the Four of Pentacles. So realize that even if things feel stalled in the department of literal finances and money and stuff, things are going in the direction they need to be, one step at a time at this point. But your best advice is just to keep it together. Maybe consider being a little bit more frugal because, yeah, the world's definitely going to be changing. It'll be a good time to keep a beat on your resources, to not be wasting them. I remember the Four of Pentacles came up a lot at the beginning of coronavirus times, so this could be a year where we continue to be pretty isolated in our homes, but that doesn't mean we need to be isolated from other people. We've been learning all kinds of new ways to connect. But yeah, it's also interesting alongside the Nine of Pentacles in the main reading, because both of these together give me strong, like at-home, independent business vibes. So this will be a really interesting year for a lot of people to be birthing their own little businesses, their own little ways to make money outside of traditional like job work structures. This will be a year where you're totally redefining what work means for you in a way that is gentle and supportive of your health, your healing, and your personal relationships. Exciting. So, the higher self cards. What's our message of hope moving forward through Jupiter in Aquarius? And we start with angelic protection. I love that after, oh wow, number 33 and number 44. There's so many angel numbers in this reading. But 44 is the number of angelic protection, the curse clearer. So really, like, whether you work with angel energy or not, the universe is cutting out so much for you that you can't even see. So if you've been finding it really easy to shed like nasty old patterns lately, it's because there's so much divine energy at work supporting you in where you know you need to be and where the universe can already see that you're going to end up. Yay! So our next higher self card, amazing, is number 43, Rhodosite, Mighty Power. So this entire year will be about you charging up your batteries for a huge push forward into just much bigger and better things. Although I heard when I was saying bigger and better, I heard but on the small scale. So I think things are really going to be scaling back to a more community-oriented focus, but that is such a good thing. We're going to be making much more realistic connections with people in a really cool way. So the next higher self card is number 56, Azure, Angelic Communication. So again, whether you work with angels or not, this is a really cool time to play around with like literally prayer, just sending out your intentions and seeing what happens. 56 is an 11 numerologically, another angel number, the number of manifestation. So this will be a really cool year for a lot of people deepening their spirituality, deepening their understanding and exploration of energy work, and maybe even like literally like spell casting, things like that. But it doesn't have to be even that intense. It could even just be as powerful as morning affirmations and counting your blessings, and that being the very energy that allows your situation to grow in the ways that you want it to. So our final higher self card is the Queen of Wands, magic making. I love her alongside the Nine of Pentacles. She is like the most creative queen. The Queen of Pentacles is pretty creative, but the Queen of Wands is like unbridled creativity. She is nurturing her passion, and she's also so coolly hotly organized that this is like the feng shui queen as well. So Jupiter in Aquarius really finds you sorting out your spaces, sorting out your life so that your passion can continue to be stoked and grow and grow and grow. I always see the Queen of Wands as the like sort of established artist, the established creator who is actually able to like work it with what they create, but that attracts all this cool energy towards them and allows them to feel like a success. So that's going to be you this year. Start that little business, start that side hustle, because that's really what's going to be taking you forward into the future. Wow. So we had just the one major arcana, the Chariot reversed. And so yeah, things may feel stalled still in terms of this like new age that everybody, including me, is like, it's happening now. It could be a while before we really see the Aquarius effects really ripple all the way down. But that's pretty much because what I wrote on my notes is that, yeah, Pluto is going to move into Aquarius on March 23rd, 2023. So that's when it's going to really feel like the new age has locked in. So we're still like about 2 years out from that, 2 years and a little bit. But during those 2 years, so much is going to change. And Saturn and Jupiter now moving into Aquarius are going to be the drivers. And then Pluto will be like, or wait, yeah, this will be like when the airplane is like rolling down the runway. And then Pluto in Aquarius will be when it really takes off into these new echelons of possibility, where it comes to the humanitarian things that need to be occurring. Mm-hmm. So the Queen of Wands was the only court card. 3 Pentacles. Yeah, this is going to be a really important time to maintain the routines and structures that have gotten you this far. Emphasis on that 10 of Wands reversed, 9 of Wands mixture energy. Keep setting boundaries. Keep doing what you know you need to do. Keep doing what you know has gotten you this far. Let's see. And yeah, the gap numbers in the reading add up to 21. So the next year will be really a very cool time for you getting just a further beat on your past challenges. It'll be a really cool time for closing out past cycles. And again, diving more deeply than ever into your creativity in a way that brings like miraculous abundance and riches into your life. Heart riches. But literally, like where we had 2 abundance cards. I don't know. I feel like things are going to start to be figured out for things like basic income or more support for people, so that people can actually feel like they're living and not, again, like they're just nose to the grindstone all the time working until they die. So, mic drop. That's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, remember to subscribe, like, comment, share. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, you can check out my Etsy shop. The link will be below. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Those will be linked below as well. And until next time, keep your hearts open. Keep your eyes on the skies. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.